You know that moment when you check your bank account and think, wait, how did I get here? I've been there. Most people in their late 20s or early 30s feel like they're just surviving paycheck to paycheck, even though they're earning a decent income. But here's something few people realize. By 30, there are certain financial milestones that, if you hit them, can make the next decade so much smoother. And the crazy part? Most people completely miss them. Imagine someone living in Austin, Texas, making about $65,000 a year. They've been saving a little here and there, but there's no clear plan. Credit card bills, student loans, a car loan, they all eat into the paycheck. On the surface, it feels like nothing's happening, but behind the scenes, hitting key money milestones could literally change the trajectory of their finances. The first hidden milestone, understanding your net worth. I know it sounds boring, but most people don't even know their net worth at 30. They might track checking account balances or monthly spending, but without a full snapshot of assets minus liabilities, you're essentially flying blind. Knowing this number tells you if you're actually moving forward or just treading water. Tracking net worth isn't just for Wall Street types. Even a simple spreadsheet with your bank accounts, investments, student loans, and credit cards gives clarity. You'd be surprised how motivating it is to see that number grow, even slowly. Most people miss this one detail, but it's the foundation for every other milestone. The second milestone is having a concrete emergency fund. And I don't mean a couple $100 in the savings account. I mean a fully funded cushion, ideally 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Most 30-year-olds underestimate how important this really is. Life throws curveballs, job loss, car repairs, medical bills. Without a proper fund, you're forced to rely on high-interest credit cards, and that just creates a debt trap. Take someone in Chicago working in marketing. Their laptop dies unexpectedly, their car needs a new transmission, and suddenly $2,000 of unplanned expenses pops up. If they had an emergency fund, it's no big deal. They cover it without panic. If not, they rack up credit card interest and stress. I've definitely done this myself before realizing how much smoother life runs with a proper cushion. A common mistake? Thinking you need to max out investments before saving an emergency fund. It's easy to feel like I should just throw money into a 401k and forget about it. But skipping liquidity is risky. Practical step. Calculate your essential monthly costs, rent, food, utilities, transport, and multiply by 3 to 6 months. Then set a small, achievable monthly savings goal. Even $200 to $300 a month adds up faster than most think. And here's something many people overlook. Where you keep this fund matters. High-yield savings accounts in US-based banks, not under your mattress, give growth without risk. Knowing that money is liquid and safe is peace of mind. Milestone number 3 is maxing out employer benefits, especially retirement contributions. Most 30-year-olds only contribute enough to get the free match at work, and that's it. Have you ever noticed how much your 401k or similar plan can grow even with modest increases? For example, someone in Denver earning $70,000 a year contributes 6% for the employer match. That's great, but if they gradually increase it to 10 to 12% over 20 years, the difference is huge. It's not about getting rich overnight, it's about consistent compounding growth. Even small incremental increases make a difference without feeling like a huge sacrifice. Here's a practical tip. Automate it. Most US-based employers allow you to increase contributions gradually each year. Do that right after a raise, so it feels almost invisible. Another human touch? I've seen friends resist this because it feels like less take-home pay. But honestly, you barely notice it month to month, and your future self will thank you. Common mistake? Ignoring health benefits. Health savings accounts, HSAs, are often overlooked. They're triple tax advantaged and can cover unexpected medical costs. Even contributing a few $100s a year is better than nothing. So by 30, being aware of your retirement contributions, employer match, and health benefits is not just good practice, it's a hidden milestone that many overlook. It's about setting a foundation without overcomplicating things. Milestone number 4 is controlling debt wisely. And here's the tricky part. Not all debt is bad, but unmanaged debt is a financial anchor. Student loans, high-interest credit cards, personal loans, they can silently eat away at your financial freedom. For instance, someone in Atlanta has $15,000 in credit card debt at 18% APR. Minimum payments feel manageable, but over time, interest adds up fast. I know this happens to a lot of us. Sometimes life just piles on unexpected bills. A common mistake is treating all debt the same. A mortgage or a low-interest student loan isn't the same as high-interest credit card debt. Prioritizing the debt that costs you the most is key. Practical step: list all debts with balances, interest rates, and minimum payments. Focus extra cash on the highest interest ones first, the avalanche method. Alternatively, some people prefer the snowball method, paying off small balances first for psychological wins. And here's an important note: don't take on new high-interest debt while trying to pay off old debt. Even a few $100s in new charges can undo weeks of progress. Risk awareness is critical. Debt repayment feels simple on paper, but life can disrupt it. Job loss, emergencies, unexpected medical costs. That's why combining this milestone with a proper emergency fund is powerful. Together, they reduce stress and give you control. So, by 30, having a clear debt strategy isn't glamorous, but it's a hidden milestone that sets the stage for financial freedom in your 30s and 40s. Milestone 5 is building multiple streams of income, even small ones. You don't need to start a business overnight. Think freelance gigs, side hustles, or investment income. For example, someone in Seattle drives for a rideshare on weekends and earns a few $100s extra each month. It doesn't sound life-changing, but over a year, it's $3,000 to $4,000, enough to boost savings or pay down debt faster. Milestone 6 is tracking your spending like a hawk. Many people underestimate how much small daily habits add up. Coffee runs, subscriptions, eating out. I've definitely done this myself. The little things silently drain your budget. Using an app or even a simple spreadsheet to see where money goes is a hidden game changer. Milestone 7 is protecting yourself with insurance and legal basics. Health insurance, renters or homeowners insurance, even basic life insurance if you have dependents. It feels boring, but it's what prevents a single unexpected event from wrecking years of financial progress. The reality: none of these milestones will make you rich overnight. That's not the point. The goal is to build steady, sustainable financial health. Hit these milestones and by 35, 40, you'll have freedom, flexibility, and less stress than most of your peers. So take a moment, review your net worth, emergency fund, debt, benefits, spending habits, and side income. Start small, pick one milestone this week, and begin. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing so you don't miss the next practical tip that could quietly improve your financial life. And share this with a friend. Sometimes one conversation sparks a decade of better choices.